Hi, this is Lois McNair. Today is Friday, June 17, 2016. And as of today, I've lost 48 pounds with the 15-week Slim Down Challenge. I apologize for looking down. I had to take some notes. I'm not good about recording. A couple of things. This 15-week journey, it wasn't hard, but it had its moments. Basically, water, exercise for me. I only had 1 week where I couldn't handle the chicken. I had to switch to tilapia. And then even doing that, I was so hypersensitive to the seasoning of the tilapia because I bought it from a restaurant. I went back to my chicken. The program works. It works if you work it. I learned a lot of things. I think first thing I learned was the balance of carbs, protein, and fat. I learned about water. I learned about eliminating the foods that wasn't good for me. In my situation, I'm 56 years old. I'll be 57 this year in September. I take high blood pressure medicine. I also take fluid pills because sometimes I've built up a fluid, especially in my feet and legs. That just started several months ago. And also I took a physical that showed signs of beginning stages of possible diabetes. And I refused to be a diabetic. So I knew I had to do something. It just so happened I saw Coach Chris had this class, this challenge for 15 weeks. And I joined, and I don't regret 1 minute of it. Then I say foods that's not good for me. I mean, for me, fried foods, sugar, refined sugar, sodium, excessive sodium, all the starches, all the things a diabetic don't need to be eating if you are one. And I realize if a diabetic has foods they shouldn't eat because it raised their sugar level or not good for them, I think by the same token, to not become a diabetic, you can eat the right foods and you won't have to worry about becoming a diabetic. And that was another reason why I wanted to join the 15-week Slim Down Challenge. Most important aha moment I had is that I had the power. I had the power all the time to say yes or no to what goes into my body. I just never thought of it as I had the control. Health is my wealth, and health was my health was my biggest motivation. Coach Chris was a guide for me. She was somebody I could fall back on. I like the fact that she made us do the work. I'm glad she wasn't a crutch. I'm glad she let me discover my journey myself. And she was there to assist and answer any questions I may have had. And I appreciated that. My health, like I said, was my greatest motivation. My journey continues for life. I've always known how to lose weight. I'm good at following a regimen or a plan, if you will. But this time it's different because it's for life. My numbers of my cholesterol, which was high, my cholesterol numbers, my pre-diabetic number, my blood pressure number, all those things are my motivation. Like I said, I'll be 57 in September, and this ain't the time for me to be playing with those numbers. I don't plan to have a stroke. I'm not going to have any heart diseases. And I'm sure I'm not going to be a diabetic. And it won't be because of what I'm eating, putting in my body. I'm eliminating the stress. I work out. I didn't dedicate 100% to working out, but I moved. I kept my body in movement. Water, I didn't always hit the gallon, but I did hit at least 64 ounces. I strive for the gallon. I think I maybe hit the gallon maybe 4 or 5 times. But guess what I didn't do? I didn't have wine but one time, and that was planned. I had no sodas this 15 weeks, no tea. I put nothing in my water. Occasionally, I squeezed some lemons, put lemon slices in my water. I was human. Of course, there were times, a couple of times. The one time I had fried chicken, I got sick. That didn't work for my body. All in all, the plan works if you work it. I felt like I was in school. I felt like I was being educated, and that's what it was. Educated to what my body needed, what worked well with my body, and each person is different. You have to figure out for yourself what's important to you. Is it the food? Is it the friends, having a good time? Is it the drinking? Is it the smoking? Whatever it is. For me, I have to live a long life, a long, healthy life. I want to, and I wouldn't, and I won't if I continue, or if I had continued on the road I was on, which was eating whatever I wanted, how I wanted it, and as much as I wanted. I was never deprived of eating. I was never hungry. In fact, there were many days I'd never reached the 6 meals. All in all, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I did an 8. I say 8 because if I would have pushed myself 100% of the time with the water and with the exercise, I have 2 more days left, and my goal is to do total of 50 pounds. I'm going to reach those 50 pounds. I think I could have lost 60 pounds, but I'm not beating myself up behind that. I'm glad that I'm at a point of knowing what to do, what not to do. And I'm going to do part 2. Part 2 for me starts June 20th. And whoever hears this video, join us. There is support if you want it. But in the end, you must do the work. You must put in the work. I lost weight, face, my neck, everywhere. My rings, my wedding rings are too big. Watch on my wrist, too big. Shoes, my shoe size is the same, but very loose. My knees don't hurt. My back doesn't hurt. I feel great. Oh, another thing, I could have improved better is on my sleep. If I would have put in at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep every night, I could have seen even a better improvement. But these are things I am working on. No one's going to be 100% in anything until you get to 100%. You decide 100% in your mind, this is what you're going to do. And I'm going to do it. Once again, Coach Chris, thank you for this program and for the opportunity to give people a chance to start over. And this was an online course. I never met Coach Chris. I know her mother, but I've never met Coach Chris. I'm just going from looking at her Facebook page. I'm looking at her body. And I wasn't trying to get her body. I looked at the tools she gave me to use. And with those tools, I will be successful. At this time, I would love to be a coach to other women. But for now, I just want to finish my journey of getting to a point where I can finish where I started. I have another 50 plus pounds to lose. And then I would love to be a coach to someone else. I have other obligations with my church that prevents me from giving that extra time to someone who may need it. But I will support those who is in my group. But when it's all said and done, I am happy. I am proud of myself. I knew I could do it. It doesn't seem like 15 weeks, but it's 15 weeks. As of Sunday, it will be 15 weeks. And this next part of the journey will take me through my birthday, which is September 24th. And by then, my goal was to lose 75 pounds by then, total, plus what I already lost, for a total of 75. I know I'm going to hit that plus some, but it's one day at a time. It's making up your mind. This is what I'm going to do for my life, for my health, for my family. Life can be cut too short by what we put in our mouths. And as Black people, we're so guilty of saying stupid stuff like, we gotta die with something. We don't have to accept diabetes. We don't have to accept high blood pressure. We don't have to accept heart disease. We don't have to accept stroke. We don't have to accept arthritis. These things can be prevented or slowed down or delayed if it's something that's genetic, if we put in the work and stop eating those foods that causes us to be in these positions. Thank you, and I'll see you at the end, those who are joining the program. Thank you, Coach Chris. Bye.